It's an easy back in. This morning, insufficient funds. We always feel rushed. There's quite a steep transition. Fifth wheels hitting the box of your truck. We take a beating. I reply, and then someone else just kind of types for me. I send it in slow-mo.
He might have an opinion or two. We're headed to the coast.
I don't even know what this road is rated for.
The trailer is all over the place.
We're gonna find out if we crack it. It's not handling very well. 300 or 400 pounds makes all the difference.
Are we here? We need some beach. You can borrow their lawnmower.
Well, we're here-ish.
Hey, hon.
Hi.
Looks like we're off.
D-Day. Leaving this campground, off to another one.
And?
I just want to say, you ever wake up in the morning feeling like $1 million?
Sometimes.
This morning, I woke up feeling like insufficient funds. I am wiped.
Could have been that 2-hour hike we did the other day.
Yeah, probably. I'm dying.
Rocky.
This was a mistake.
There's what?
Whose idea was this? Nonsense.
Yours.
Anyway, we're leaving Pitmaster, and I can't remember the name of the campground that we're going to down towards Corpus Christi.
It's in Riviera, Texas. It's called Seawind RV Resorts.
Yeah, we're heading there. Unfortunately, I guess anybody coming to the Pitmaster RV Park, I will say, take the entrance going in towards Garner State Park instead of the second entrance, I guess depending on which way you come through. There's quite a steep transition for fifth wheels, I should say. You're prone to hitting the box of your truck up underneath the fifth wheel. So unfortunately, we have to go left out of here and head towards Garner State Park, and this is kind of a first. We've got to drive through a river.
But it's kind of cool, and it's not exactly deep.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is. It's a little sketchy pulling. It's not bad with the truck, but when you're pulling a 45-foot fifth wheel, that's a water jug.
Water jug. Oh.
When you're pulling a 45-foot fifth wheel, it's a little sketchy. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a mile up the road. Pitmaster RV Park was great. Mm-hmm. Highly recommend. There are some little, what do they call those things?
I actually don't know the full name of them. Texas
They're like little balls of spikes, and they stick in your feet.
Little double.
So that would be the only negative thing I had to say about the park. It's pretty much brand new.
Yeah.
The host and the owner are fantastic. Mm-hmm. So we had a good time there. I mean, mostly all we did was rest. Took a couple trips to the river, but...
Yeah, but I think that's like what we do that's, I would say, different than a lot of RVers. Some of them have home bases and things to go to rest or to recuperate and things like that. And because we don't, we elect to stay for a month or longer in certain places so that Jason can have some downtime and I can catch up on editing and we can really explore a little area. Like this little area that we were in has been really great. It is the off season for them, so it's super quiet.
Which makes it even better for us.
Not a lot of people around, and you know, the rates are really great right now because in the summertime they'll probably get really expensive because so many people come here. So there's a tip, I guess, RVing in the winter for us snowbirders or travelers is you can pick your places as long as they're open and you might get some good deals.
Yeah, some of the campgrounds are closed here this time of year in this area, but there's still quite a few that are open.
Yep.
And like Katie said, there's reduced rates on the off season, so which makes it really affordable for us Canadians when we're trying to transfer our money from Canadian to US, because we take a beating.
Yeah.
Well, here comes the river. I don't know if anybody's ever pulled rigs over this before, but we're just gonna send it
Apparently
at slow motion.
Send it at slow motion. Can we put that on a t-shirt? Slow-mo, send it.
Yeah, send it in slow-mo.
That's awesome.
I don't even know what this road is rated for.
Ooh.
We're gonna find out if we crack it.
I guess so.
I need to go off the edge.
Okay. That was fun.
We survived. Pull up here. Collect our gear.
So that was kind of a slow-paced pack-up this morning. What do you think?
Yeah, we were not rushed. I don't know why when we pack up most of the times we always feel rushed, but
Yeah.
we never are
Nope.
in a hurry to get anywhere.
So this is how Jason transports his brand new smoker.
Well, this is
Testing number
testing.
one.
We'll find out if it does the trick or not. That's not going anywhere.
Are we sure?
Well, no, but it shouldn't. It's just, I think, kind of we
We just don't have anything else to do.
got nothing else to do, so we just start packing.
And then we each have our own things that we normally take care of to pack up. We're gonna call them what? Blue job and pink jobs.
Yeah.
And so like, strangely enough, he's in charge of the kitchen and the dishes and all the cooking and stuff like that when we're parked. But when it comes to pack up, I have to clean the kitchen and pack it up.
You have to organize the kitchen.
I organize the kitchen and pack it up. But during the week or whenever we're parked, put me in the kitchen and let me touch anything, that's like a no-go. That's a no Katie zone.
That's my job.
1,000 feet. Turn left.
Will do.
And then, like, Jason takes care of the garage and the toy hauler area because we have to concentrate on loading the Maverick, the side-by-side. And this trip was a little bit different because we had an extra thing to strap, two extra things to strap down. Mister?
Yeah. A fridge.
An
And a
extra
smoker.
fridge that we
Where
didn't
this guy's going.
anticipate, and a new smoker, which we did anticipate, we just didn't know how we were going to strap it down for travel days. So this is experiment number one on a travel day with the brand new Rectech.
And don't worry, we'll be stopping to check a lot. That baby is not getting beat up.
Yeah, we even made sure that we put like extra towels around it and near the straps and things like that so we didn't scratch it up. But I will say that traveling and hauling things around all the time kind of makes those things inevitable. So
Yeah, stuff rattles.
yeah, like we were eating yogurt in our little bowls and there's a whole bunch of chips in the little bowls.
And they even have foam in between the layers.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what's going on there.
that's one of those, we can't have nice stuff because it rattles around and it gets scratched or broken or chipped or anything like that. Back to our pack up. So it was kind of slow, steady paced. I had to run to the garbage can a couple of times. You got to put water in the black tank so that it swishes around.
Yeah. Not that it'll probably do anything, but I would like to try to clean those sensors.
Yeah,
And not like they stay clean for very long. I know that. I just figured I'll put in 20 gallons or so. Probably not even that much. Maybe it won't be 10 gallons. And hopefully it kind of just washes the
sides of the tank.
residue.
if anybody's interested in the gear and the things that we use in our RV, we have some links down below. You can go to our website, sg2rvlife.ca/gear, and we have all of our Amazon links and things that we've purchased and use on that page.
Some of our things.
Oh, yeah.
It's a work in progress.
It's slow going. Tell us in the comments below, what are your blue and pink jobs when you RV or for travel, and if they change when you're parked or in an RV park, boondocking, or on travel days.
Yeah, we'd really love to see those comments. Like, we love reading them, we love replying to them. I shouldn't say we love replying to them.
Oh, yeah, because
I reply, and then someone else just kind of types for me.
it out. Yeah, so if you comment on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, or any of our other socials, well, that's pretty much it, just know that I'm the one who's actually doing the replying, and he might have an opinion or two.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, we're headed to the coast. We're hoping to catch some sunshine, and we need some beach. We have spent Christmas and New Year's and our anniversary on the beach.
That's a good tradition to keep on going.
I think so.
I mean, we could do the beach in the wintertime too, but it would suck.
Those frozen ice fishing Canadian beaches.
Yeah. Anyway, Texas Hill Country was fantastic.
Yeah.
If you haven't been here, I highly recommend.
Me too.
It is beautiful.
I wish in this area, I wish we had brought the motorcycles.
Yeah.
So, next time, because, we don't plan it, we just roll with it. And the trailer is all over the place.
Yeah, it's not handling very well.
Today.
And I just realized why, because we have 0 water in our fresh tank. And usually when we put a little bit of weight in our fresh tank, the trailer seems to equal out a bit and handles a lot nicer.
Here's kind of proof.
Oh, several times have weight into the garage and no water in the fresh tank.
Yeah.
The trailer just is all over the place.
Right. So a little weight or a little water in the fresh tank and weight in the back of the trailer makes it handle better.
300 or 400 pounds makes all the difference.
And we don't have any sway control or anything around on these big rigs.
Not on the fifth wheel.
No. So. Here?
Yeah. We're here. Well, we're here-ish.
We're here-ish.
Under 200 yards.
Yeah. Nice. Little areas. Apparently this place also offers like a shed full of lawnmowers and stuff that if their machine doesn't fit near your site, you can borrow their lawnmower. You can cut your own.
At a reduced rate?
No.
Do it yourself?
You just can cut your own grass. So there should be something taped on the door.
Nope. need to see, baby.
Well, I can't see. But we're right in there, yeah. Yep.
You better.
So.
Well, I'm gonna unload the side by side.
Yeah,
first.
I know, but do you want?
That's an easy back in.
By the time we rolled into Riviera, the holidays were right around the corner. We got settled in, did some holiday things, and started exploring our new area, including Jay immediately scouting out all the new birds and seeing what was flying around here. This part of the journey was a little quieter for us. Less moving, more living, getting comfortable and finding our rhythm, and enjoying the small moments that came with being in a new place. Sometimes that looks like fireworks in the distance, sometimes it's a glowing kite drifting through the night sky, and sometimes it's just appreciating where you ended up for a while. If you enjoy our kind of ride, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, we don't plan it, we just roll with it.